Our visit to the Grand Egyptian Museum was so much richer thanks to our tour guide. We went straight to King Tut's gold mask and were lucky to be one of the first people inside. Seeing that iconic mask up close was absolutely breathtaking. Our guide then led us to the King Khufu's boat museum, where the ancient solar boat looked incredible in person. Throughout the tour, he explained the history behind its artifact, and it truly brought the museum to life.
This is normal marble. Normal marble.
This one.
Okay. They use different kinds of stones for building this museum. The space they are here, over 500,000 square meters.
Wow.
The largest museum in the world.
Wow.
And this museum also is considered the only museum in the world which is dedicated for just one civilization, which is only the ancient Egyptian civilization. Not we don't have also. This is the only museum in the world has no stolen item or artifact, because Louvre or this museum or even Metropolitan, all these museums in the world filled with stolen items, 100% Egyptian blue artifacts.
Wow.
Okay, it's a pyramid also. And here this cartouches for different ancient Egyptian kings. The first one on the right is King Senefru, founder of the fourth dynasty. Next one, on the left of it, Khufu, builder of the Great Pyramid here of Giza. Third one is Khafra, builder of the second pyramid and the Sphinx. Third one, or fourth one here is for Menkaure, builder of Giza third pyramid, smallest pyramid. Okay. Look at this word, kemet. What is the meaning of kemet? You can find it here also. Here will be clear. The big one, the kemet. What is kemet? This is the ancient Egyptian name of Egypt. Egypt before was not called Egypt, it was called Kemet. What is the meaning of Kemet? The black land.
Black land.
Referring to the fertile soil of the Nile, of the valley of the Nile. Okay?
What's this?
Obelisk of King Ramses II. It's not like a huge one, but it's a nice one. It was broken. We found the pieces and we restored it. And it's a unique obelisk. Look at the bottom. We discovered it carved out with the cartouches and the names of King Ramses II. Ramses II.
As we entered the museum, King Ramses II greeted us, but we headed straight to King Tut's gold mask. We are now at the grand stairs of the Grand Egyptian Museum, which is in an impressive 6,000 square meters, and the height is equivalent to 6 floors. It is lined with giant statues from Egypt past.
Even that statue over there looks Roman. It's for one of the Roman emperors, but it was made in Egypt and found in Egypt.
Wow.
Stored in storage. Some of them used to be in the old Egyptian museum, which you will visit later when you come back to Cairo.
I can't believe that there's still a lot in the storage.
Even King Tutankhamun treasures, which is like 5,000 items. It used to display only 1,000 items in the old museum. Now everything is here. The full exhibition, full collection of King Tut is here in this museum now.
How much is the needed cost to build this?
About $2 billion. Anyway, it took a long time to be built. Started 2005, finished about 2020, but the opening was postponed several times, as told you.
So prior to this being built, where were they stored? I mean, all of
Storage.
These, where were
Some
they?
of them in storage, some of them used to be in another museums.
okay.
This one, all discovered intact. First royal tomb for a king, not like a prince or something, no, just a king of Egypt. He was a boy when he became a king, just like 11 or 12 years old. When he died, he was about 18 or 19 years old. Never achieved any important thing during his lifetime. But he was lucky. His tomb never robbed, never stolen.
2 grams of new gold.
adorned also some precious stones like lapis, like turquoise and corals. One solid piece, but join them together in a special way. Even now, when we ask any like jewelry, big jewelry, here you can see the cobra and the vulture's head. Why the cobra and the vulture? These are the two goddesses for ancient Egypt. The cobra used to be the main goddess of the north, which is here, which is called Wadjet. The vulture, you know the vulture?
Vulture,
used to be the main goddess of the south of Egypt, of Upper Egypt, which is Luxor and Aswan, which is called Nekhbet. So Nekhbet and Wadjet, the two goddesses, both of them on the forehead of the king to protect him. And also showing that this king was ruling all Egypt, united Egypt, upper and lower, south and north of Egypt. And people just, but look at the lines and all of these lanes or something. This used to cause like crowds, used to cause like it was made after the death of the king in order to be mummified on them. Why three different beds? For three different stages or levels of mummification or embalming at the time. The first bed over there, the first one, is got like a lioness head over there. Then the second one is for Hathor, the cow goddess. Third one here is like sacred animal, combination of hippopotamus, crocodile, and lion's legs. All the beds are made of wood and gold plated after his death. Okay, they were, and look at them, they are the same except only the hair wig here and the head dress over there. Everything else is the same. And all of them, or both of them, are made of wood. Howard Carter, the Englishman who discovered this tomb, called them the guardian statues, and we're still calling them also the guardian statues. Okay, why colored with black color? Black color used to be the color of this for ancient Egyptians, or the kings. After their skin after embalming or mummification become black. So they thought that this is like royal color for this. This was the exact size of King Tut during his lifetime. I'll show you the coffins later where we found the mummy inside. But what is this? This is the canopic box. كاميرات الايه؟ في الحته this is the canopic box. Canopic box and canopic jars. These are the jars containing the organs of the mummy of King Tut. I told you yesterday in Giza about mummification or embalming that is used to make a surgery for the king after his death, take out the internal organs, put them in 4 vases. Which organs used to take out? Lungs, stomach, liver, and intestines.
They leave the heart and the brain.
The brain take out, get rid of it. The heart only they keep inside. Each one of the organs used to be salted, used to be treated also and wrapped with linen and placed inside one of these 4 little coffins. Look at these coffins. Looks like the figure of the mummy of King Tut also, made of wood and covered with gold and precious stones. This and placed inside here, these jars. Each one of the lids of the jars taking the shape also of the face of King Tut and looks like the golden mask here as you see. Same thing also on the forehead of the king, you can see the cobra and the vulture's head. You can see the 4 goddesses of protection for ancient Egyptians: Isis, Nephthys, Neith, and Selket. It is placed inside this wooden shrine. Look at this one here. This goddess with like a scorpion above her head, which is called Selket. These are the 4 goddesses also for protection. Look at the amount of protection here. Each cobra with sun disk used to be for protection, but it's here double freeze of cobras with sun discs. Also Isis, Nephthys, Neith, and Selket at the 4 sides also to protect what we discovered here. This alabaster marble box with the organs were placed inside this. So look at the amount of protection. All of this protection, all of the also goddesses of protection at the corners. Okay, in order to protect only the organs, just the organs. One of the gods of afterlife used to sometimes like this as a perfect jackal, as a perfect god, and sometimes a human body with jackal's head. Sitting above the grave, this is just like a symbol of a grave, not rare one of course. And everything here is made of wood and colored with gold. Inner one, the smallest place inside this, wearing the mask, which we saw. Okay, wrapped with linen, of course. This one is just made of gold. As you see. Not just pure gold, about 100 kilograms of gold. big amount of gold here. This one. Look at the beauty of the face and the beard, the carvings. Everything here is handmade. With the mummy, with the mask inside it, was placed inside the second coffin.
Wow.
And second coffin, we found it inside third coffin. So it's 3 nesting coffins, looks like the Russian dolls. Why? To get more protection for the mummy of the king from outer coffin. Finally, stone sarcophagus, and then outside of the sarcophagus was covered 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4 also. I'll tell you the reason of the boxes later. But now you can take a picture of the second one. Second and third are made of wood.
This is the second coffin.
Covered or gold plated, covered with gold and precious stones.
This is the third coffin.
This is the outer one.
The outer lining.
Also made of wood and gold plated, covered with gold.
Yeah, and what about
This
this?
is one of the sleeping beds of King Tut during his lifetime. He used to sleep on it when he was alive.
Oh.
Made of wood and also covered with gold here as well. If you remember, I told you upstairs over there that King Tut died before starting making or building or carving this thing. So, fiction like texts, which we call the Book of the Dead. These texts, you will see them in the Valley of Kings in Luxor, decorating matches were made after his death, during 70 days only. Okay? Of course, supposed to, as you see, smaller statues for the days, but bigger ones, supervisors supposed to be representing the weeks. They're supposed to serve King Tut in the afterlife, but they are not servants, it's the king himself. Statues are representing the king himself. He's up here, the crowns of ancient Egypt, not only King Tut, all ancient Egyptian kings used to wear these crowns. This is our fabrics there.
Original fabrics found inside the tomb.
Normally, that's why during all his life he died young, 18 or 19 years.
Yeah, that's
but
why
he
he
found
died.
a huge number of walking sticks inside his tomb, as you see. Some of them, like these ones here, and the ones also here in the same showcase, decorated with what? Figures of some of the enemies of Egypt. Ancient Egypt used to have 9 traditional enemies. These enemies are who? Libyans in the west, Nubians in the south, Africans also, as you see, 3 different black ones, and Middle Eastern nations, Syria and Israel and Lebanon, and This stick decorated with 2 enemies tied together, 2 African enemies, or 1 white, 1 black. Here, this is only 1 white. There's also another 1 white. Okay? Even the sticks are made of wood and gold plated and decorated and carved out, even with the cartouche. Looks like here, this one. The cartouche of King Tut and his names on it. Then inside his tomb, and we're containing different kinds of liquids.
Wow.
Like perfumes and wine and other things, but mainly perfumes. But look at them. Look at the beautiful carvings.
Alabaster.
Look at this goat over there, or gazelle over there. Even carved out with the cartouche of this king. And actually we think that most of them, especially the beautiful ones, because it takes long time to be made, to be carved out, impossible to be finished in 2 months only. We think that it was all made during his lifetime. And he used it during his lifetime to put perfumes or other things inside them. But after his death, they buried all of them inside his tomb also, as you see. This is actually the tombs for different kings. The purple one here, this is the entrance of the entrance to the tomb of King Tut.
I mean, this is the what?
Entrance to the
Valley of Kings.
Valley of Kings.
Made of wood and covered also with thicker sheets of gold. Also, remember on the forehead of the golden mask and the other statues, cobra and vulture. Here, combination of both of them together. Cobra with the wings of the vulture. That's why wearing what? The double crown. The white crown of the south and with the red crown of the north together. Design of the royal tombs for ancient Egyptian kings from even the first dynasty, 3000 BC. Step pyramid, which we saw yesterday, of King Swisher. Then the bent pyramid then the Red Pyramid, then the Great Pyramid. The top one here is the Great Pyramid of King Khufu in Giza. Another ancient item. What are these? We were lucky. Americans from Harvard University were excavating in Giza and discovered in a shaft nearby the Great Pyramid of King Khufu collection of his mother. Okay. Her name is Queen Hatib Haris. This is a chair. Behind it, the bed. The queen used to sleep on this bed. Then, above, what is this around it? This is like paltakon, or what we call, it's like curtains. About like 3,400 years old. But here, it's more than 1,100 years older than Tutankhamun. Here we're talking about like 4,550 years old. Okay. The two statues over there, can you see them?
Yeah.
The big ones at the back looks like they are broken and fragments of them. These are the one on the right is God Amunra, main god of Luxor in Karnak temple. His lady or his wife on the left, her name is Mut. Goddess Mut.
We're going to the most important statue in the museum.
This statue, this statue is one of the queens. Her name is Hatshepsut. This queen, you will visit her temple when you go to Luxor, okay? And now so that she will continue as a ruler. Covered a big number of mummies dates back to this century. Okay, found it in one city south of Cairo. One of those linen.
And these are the actual mummy, right?
Yeah, this one still containing mummy inside. There's linen also, as you see. Kind of stone is very hard, which is basalt. Basalt stone.
Basalt stone.
goddess. Anyway, she's sitting here. She used to be also known as the protector of the lake, of the sacred lake. That's why here they put like this rows of statues of her around this fountain and this like small lake. Wood. Because of this wooden seats and wooden shapes surrounding the columns here, because of the columns that you see. The museum is open for 2 years or 3 years, but this one I never been here till only like 3 days ago. Okay, so
Just
first
opened
time
last week.
Just November 1st. Okay. 1,250 wooden pieces. It took the Egyptian authorities a long time, many years, till they succeed to reassemble and reconstruct this boat again. Then it was placed in a special museum. Yes, so close to the Great Pyramid of King Khufu over there. But in 2021, 4 years ago, Egyptian government decided to move this boat from there and to bring it here to this museum to be displayed in this part of the museum forever later. South of the Great Pyramid of King Khufu, I showed you like a shaft covered with like huge blocks of limestone. I told you in 1954 we discovered it and took out all this wood and it became like a boat. Anyway, this boat is supposed to be the boat used as a kind of transportation.
It was when this was found, it was not in the
To join the journey of the sun. That's why we call it the sun boat or the solar boat of King Khufu. All this kind of like wooden pieces here. This it's imported from Lebanon, which is cedars. This is not local trees, not local wood. This is imported wood from Lebanon.
Huh?
It's just symbolic transportation for the king to join the journey of the sun. We call it solar boat or sun boat because of this reason.
It's not an actual boat designed to.
No. We think that it was never used.
Never used.
Never made modern robes, same technique and same materials look like the ancient ones. Also, this paddle here looks new. It's really new. It's one original, but it was bent. You know, it wasn't in a good condition. That's why they made like a new one. Looks like it exactly.
Yeah.
We found another shaft, also stuffed with wood. It took Egyptian government refused to open it, refused to get out this second boat, left it till when? 1987.
It's very long. This is the Children's Museum. We're going to see the biggest statue of Ramses and then we're gonna have lunch.
As you see, no cartouche, no name of the statue. And his wife, the queen, also could be Cleopatra or something else. We discovered both of them in the sea, in the water of the Mediterranean Sea in front of the beach of Alexandria over there. Supposed to be both of them decorating the facade of the royal palace over there, but because of earthquakes collapsed and broken, as you see, each one of them was broken to 2 or 3 pieces and still stayed there in the water for years. That's why even the features of the faces are a little bit gone. Okay, we can't, not so clear or something, because
So now is the biggest statue of Ramses over there.
the Egyptian capital. This city, Memphis, used to be the Egyptian capital during the Old Kingdom, which is the kingdom of the pyramids. But Ramses II, his capital was Luxor. His palace was in Luxor. But why his big statue found in Memphis? Actually, Ramses during his lifetime, he loved to please the Egyptians, to make them happy. How? Mainly because Egyptians